4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hello there. Okay. Hello there. No. Hi there. Right, okay, now I've got it. Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Beyond the Listing. My name's Ollie, your recruiter for Betterhomes, and today we're joined by a very special guest, Karalina. Karalina is our senior sales consultant for our Business Bay office, so really excited to have you on today. How are you feeling about it?
Very good, thank you, Ollie.
Amazing. So before we get into your journey at Betterhomes, first of all, I just want to know a little bit more about how you ended up getting to Dubai.
I originally came to Dubai because I've got a contract with Emirates Airlines as a cabin crew.
Okay.
However, it was 2020, March. As soon as I joined the company, you first, by the rules, have to study in the training college for 2 months. We started our studies, 2 weeks passed, COVID happened, everyone went on the lockdown. Yeah, same with me. So we stayed on like online home studies for maybe two months, around that. And then 10,000 people got sent off from the company, including me. Most of the people left home because that's like the easiest way you can do. I mean, you just knew in Dubai, you don't have friends, you don't have family. So people just decided to go back home. For me, I decided to stay. It's like I didn't choose an easy way. And I was actually planning to join another job in marketing because that's my major. But when I was looking for a new house to move from the company accommodation, I got contacted by a Betterhomes agent. And then he was like, oh, why don't you move to real estate? And then I was like, I was thinking of it, but there is no basic salary. It's quite stressful, especially in this economy when there was a COVID happening. So I wasn't sure about it. But then he was like, if it's a big company and great marketing, you'll start earning from the first months. So yeah, I decided to give it a go, and that's how it happened. I came for Emirates. I got fired. I was planning to join another company, and then I ended up in Betterhomes.
Wow. It's obviously all turned out for the best, you know. I think a lot of people that are within the business as well have come from those kind of industries, you know, your customer service, your sales industries. So no, it's obviously worked out for the best.
So it's not like it was something super new for me. It's just that it was hard to make a decision to start from real estate because obviously I came to Dubai not for this reason, first of all. And second of all, it was just quite risky because you don't have a basic salary here in Dubai.
Well, let's talk about that commission structure because obviously a lot of people that aren't familiar with how real estate works in Dubai, you know, that moving into a commission-only role is a very daunting thing to do, which is completely understandable. How did you find that transition from, you know, obviously coming out here, having to deal with all of that, and then taking that leap and that risk to go into a commission-based role?
I mean, you certainly need to have some savings, but then also you need to be confident that you'll start making money from the start, basically. Because I wasn't sure about myself, but then when I aimed to come to Betterhomes, I was kind of like, I know it's hard to make money from the start, but I'll do my best to do that. So if you actually believe in it and if you work hard, you'll start doing it.
And I think especially now as well, you know, with the competition increasing in the Dubai real estate market, how important is that company support? You know, what Betterhomes can offer you in terms of the lead generation piece, the marketing, the brand itself. How important is that for someone who is looking to start out in real estate?
I mean, obviously, it is important. I personally think Betterhomes company is one of the best to start with for sure because the team is great. We have a great reputation. I would say a big history reputation. And that helps a lot because when you are a new broker, you don't have to call and say, oh, I'm like, what name can you make up? I'm like blonde girl in pink real estate, you know? You just say better. Yeah, there's a lot of names like that, right? Literally couldn't make up any better names. But you just, when you say Betterhomes, people at least know it. So it's easier for you. You don't have to like explain, oh yeah, I'm like wherever brokerage, and it's easier for you to start.
So you've been with us for 4 years now.
Yeah,
recently.
Just a few days ago, I've celebrated my 4 years anniversary.
Fantastic. So I think we can consider you as like a veteran of Betterhomes now. And I think especially with the journey that you've had since you've been here. I mean, when you look back to the position you're in now in terms of your career, but also what you've been able to do with your personal life, you know, with what you've done with real estate, how does that compare to the position you were in when you first started?
Well, obviously it's very different. First of all, we should start from how I was recruited to Betterhomes.
Yeah.
Because that's like a bit of a story. You have an interview with like 2 recruitments.
Yep.
One is the first step. He was happy about me. Everything is great. And then I had a second interview with another recruitment lady. And I think we had like a great chat. But then it was like a day after the interview, I have no call. 2 days after the interview,
Yep.
I have no calls. And then I'm sending a message and saying, hey, how are you? Just wanted to know, to get some updates about myself as a candidate for like a company, if there is any updates. And then I get a message, an audio message as I remember, and it was like, hi Karalina, it was very nice to meet you. You're such a sweet girl.
Wow.
And anytime when when conversation starts like that, you know, something is wrong.
Okay.
And I was like, but you know, I feel like you just don't have enough of experience yet to join this job. But I'll be so happy to speak to you after a year. Like, very happy. Great.
Okay.
And then I've got this message, but I was so confident that they have to be here. That like the message wasn't upsetting for me. I mean, she say this, and then I call her in 2 minutes, and I was like, "Hi, girl."
Hi, girl.
This is Karolina. Thank you very much for your good words. And then I say, but I felt like I just didn't have a chance to fully represent myself of who I am, and you didn't really understand my personality. So I just would like to ask if I can get another chance to have an interview to join this job.
Yep.
And then there was like a pause. And it feels like the longest pause in your life, you know? Because first of all, recruiters don't expect you will be calling back no is a no, right? And then she was like, you can come and try again. I don't promise you anything. We already started the training with this group, but you can try it again.
Okay.
It's been a few days, then I came to join her for another interview. I still remember on that interview came the first recruiter, second recruiter, and our leasing manager at that moment.
Okay.
He was so amazing. I really loved him. He was so positive about me. We came, we had a chat, and then the leasing manager was like asking, are you ready not to have any money for the first time? Because like, it's very possible you're not going to be making any deals. There's no basic salary. And then I was like, well, first I have some savings. And second, I just know that I'm going to start earning from the first months.
That's what we
Because like, I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to be doing my job. And I remember he saying, I love her.
There we go.
And I was like, yes, you know?
I think, you know, that's the kind of energy that a successful real estate agent needs. You know, that determination, that almost aggression as well. You know, if you want something, I will get it. Which is obviously why we're
you know, we finished this interview all together, and this lady, the one that rejected me, she came to me and said, Karolina, I was very impressed that you called me back. I'm actually really proud of you that you called me back. So I think you've done well now. And then in a few hours I got a call back, and here I am 4 years after.
Smashed it. Well, we're very lucky to have had you call back. Let's say that, because I mean, it's certainly a testament to the way you work as well. You know, if you want something, you'll go out and get it, and that's what success looks like, especially in a market as competitive as the market is today. So throughout your career at Betterhomes, what is the most valuable lesson that you've learned since you've been here?
I think in Betterhomes, one of the most valuable lessons that I've got is working with your team together. Because I was always a little bit scared to delegate my responsibilities on someone else, because I felt like people could have not performed very well. And this, I think, was stopping me to working properly with the team as one team. But then I've learned that you just have to trust people. If it's a split deal, it's your boy and someone else, you just should trust this person and let him do his job, instead of us like from the start that would be like, did you call your seller? Are you sure you negotiated well? You know, so it was hard for me first. Exactly. But now I kind of like let it go. I'm making sure I'm on it, but I definitely have improved fully my skill of like working with the team. And since as a senior agent now, I also help a lot of new joiners, and I'm very happy to help them.
One thing that we always say to new people coming in is, you know, although this is a sales environment, Betterhomes has a really nice teamwork culture where, you know, you would much rather split a deal with someone than lose a client forever. You know, you always want that client to get the best experience. So it's definitely
I think your first deals is the easiest to do with someone.
Karolina, how in a very now competitive industry do you handle setbacks and rejections, and what advice would you give to new people coming into the industry?
To me personally, I actually think Rejections and no is a very interesting thing. I really, really like it. To me, nothing as boring as a very easy job. If someone just comes and close the deal with you, great, they bring you money. But if your job is not challenging and if you're not feeling like you're actually going through some challenges and to achieve your task, is really, really boring. So whenever people say no to me, as you might know from my story of joining this company, I don't really take no for an answer. And I promise that, especially for new agents, most of the time there is always another answer except of no. There is always some compromise you can reach and you can achieve. So you should always go back and try for the things. There are important points you should remember. First is that anytime client says to you no, he doesn't say no to me, Karolina, a girl from Belarus, with this and this experience. He's saying no to the offer, and he's saying no to the specific situation. And is actually one of the life hacks, I would say. When someone says to you no, try to meet this client. If there is opportunity, if they're in Dubai, try to meet them in person and discuss with them in person. Because when you are in person, you have more close relationship and you can actually come to any sort of result.
I think that's one thing that we all love about sales. There's actually a big psychological element to it as well. You know, it's about, you know, finding the pain points, understanding what the reasons are, and then being able to come back with that. And I think that's how you overcome objections, you know. So I love the fact that you find it a challenge, and like you say, if it's easy,
it's fun. I mean, if it's easy, it's boring. Nobody wants it. It's
keeps
easy,
it exciting.
You know?
So, Karolina, something very interesting that I want to ask you about is, you know, we've spoken about your social media presence. We've also spoken about, obviously, your image and how important it is. I've heard that you've had a bit of a modeling career back in Belarus, and, you know, how has that experience transferred directly into what now you're doing is real estate?
I mean, what to say? No, I mean, I was in modeling before for 7 years of my life, and I was doing modeling as a commercial model, and then I was also doing a beauty pageant. So I was Miss Belarus Intercontinental, Miss Belarus Tourism International. I was really, really trying to stay away from it as soon as I came to real estate, actually. Trying not to mention it to anyone because people can have a lot of stereotypes. And I was very afraid that my professional look will mix with this idea of people thinking, oh, modeling is just for fun and so on. But now I fully own it. I fully realize that, I mean, people can think forever, but actually it's a very, very competitive and difficult field. You work long hours, you have enormous amount of castings, which actually I think helping me with this business of when people say no to you, because I got used to have no on the castings many times, right? Because you will come and there will be like 200 beautiful, great, smart women also with you, and they can only accept one. So you're kind of ready for it, but you're still going for it. You're trying your chances, you're doing your best. So I think it's really grown me as a character.
So Karolina, what do you think are your top 3 qualities as a real estate agent?
To make it short, first, transparency / honesty. Second, great negotiation skills. And third, I really know how to feel what customer wants. Like I'll meet a person and identify after a short conversation what exactly he is looking for. So just being a human agent, you know.
Definitely. And those 3 things is, I think, what makes Betterhomes agents stand out in the market at the moment, for sure.
Not like all agents have this quality.
Well, this is some do better than others.
No, yes, some have better qualities even.
In a city like Dubai, where the population is just constantly growing, it's so fast paced, what strategies do you use that help you build long-lasting relationships with your clients?
All my clients, every client, I treat them as a person. I don't treat them only as a business. And I think this is what helps me to keep my clients on the long term. I never treat any of the clients as a short term, like we close a business with you and goodbye. No, most of the time, I know a lot of things about your family. I know what's your favorite candle in the house, you know, I know what's your dog's name. Yeah, it can help you to keep your relations for a long. And this is actually how I get most of my business. Most of my business comes from the referrals. And I think that's like the best way to get leads, you know, because my past clients, they bring their family, they bring their friends. And this is probably a piece of advice I would advise to all the new agents. Treat your clients as humans.
Yeah.
Don't treat them only as business.
So thank you so much, Karolina, for coming on to today's episode. And to all of our viewers, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.